Hello and Happy New Year. I'm Mark Ells, Barnstable's Town Manager, and this is my Town Manager update for the period of December 11th through January 7th. We continue with our budget preparation for our capital and operating budgets for FY26. The Capital Improvement Plan Task Force conducted its workshop on the CIP. And so we've completed that portion of our capital improvement preparation. Our calendar year rates for calendar year 2025 were approved, and they are posted on the town website under the town manager's office webpage. And if you go into the town manager office webpage, look under fees, and you can see any changes to the prior year rates. The school committee is scheduled to commence discussions regarding the school department strategic plan at their next meeting. So if you follow along with that, please continue to do so. And for all budget information, it can be found on the Town of Barnstable's website. On December 18, 2024, the Attorney General's office issued a determination that the Town Council did not violate the open meeting law when it met in executive session on April 4th, June 6th, and June 13th, 2024 to discuss litigation strategy regarding the Park City Wind offshore renewable wind project. The Attorney General's office determination also found that the notices of the executive session satisfied the open meeting law. The town manager has created a cross-departmental group to work on enforcement issues in Barnstable. This working group includes legal, inspectional services, marine and environmental affairs, Barnstable Police Department, Hyannis Fire Department, our Geographic Information Systems Department, communication, and any other staff as needed. The group will be led by the assistant town manager. And we'll keep you advised as the efforts of this group progress into the coming months. Once again, though, I would encourage you all to upload the app for the town of Barnstable. I would also encourage you to use it or any other direct means to communicate with us if you have concerns, you have complaints. We'd like you to do it directly through the official means, and we log that in, and we will address whatever concerns those who communicate with us from our town have. And thank you. Under Section 5 of the Affordable Homes Act, Chapter 150 of the Act of 2024, amending Chapter 23B of the General Laws, the Secretary of the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities would designate municipalities as seasonal communities. All municipalities in Barnstable County that have over 35% seasonal housing units, as determined by the Executive Office in consultation with the Cape Cod Commission, shall receive such designation. Additionally, municipalities may be designated as seasonal communities by the Executive Office based on consideration of certain specified factors. Ultimately, there is a Seasonal Communities Advisory Council that was established to provide recommendations related to the Act. And one issue they're taking up first is what will be the process for communities who would like to seek designation, meaning they weren't initially identified, but they can seek such designation. Barnstable is not currently designated as a seasonal community. We are actively monitoring that discussion. The law further provides that a municipality that is designated by the state shall accept or deny the designation by vote of its legislative body. In our case, that would be the town council. We haven't been designated yet. It'll probably be the same process if at some point we are designated. I've provided links to the seasonal communities designation. They're in my newsletter, they're in rather this communication. I've also designated James Kupfer, our Director of Planning and Development, as the main point of contact for our community on this matter. And he's available to provide any supportive information that we need in our community, and we'll follow this closely. I will as well, to be supportive of him. And again, I've given several links if you want to look more deeply and specifically into this act. More to come on this. As previously reported, the Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs has issued a notice of public hearing and draft regulations for implementing the Public Lands Preservation Act, now referred to by the EEA as the Open Space Act. The Public Lands Preservation Act and these draft regulations concerning the process and the mitigation for disposition or change to the use of land or interest in the lands protected under Article 97 of the amendment of the Constitution, are what's at the core of this review. The EEA has posted an announcement on their website. I've provided the link in this update. We did view, our legal department did view the hearing that was held relative to the proposed changes. Our legal department is also preparing comments on the proposed changes that are due on January 22nd, 2025. And we plan to submit those comments relevant to this. And we will keep you advised relevant to the progress on this matter. Also previously reported, the Cape and Islands Bridge Coalition held its quarterly meeting. The meeting included an update from the chairs of the Cape and Islands Bridge Coalition, a regional transportation planning update from the Cape Cod Commission, and a discussion with our federal delegation on funding for these bridge projects. Progress continues to be made on permitting and securing funding for the project. As part of the Cape Cod Commission staff update, they referenced the release of a draft transportation improvement plan amendment number 2. The short of it is we submitted a letter in support of the amendment number 2, as I had previously reported we would do. Dan Santos serves as designated by the town council president as the person who is representing the town of Barnstable on the Cape Cod Metropolitan Planning Organization. They're the organization that vote on this amendment, and it was voted favorably in December. So keep our eyes as the funding begins to materialize for these bridge projects, and the next scheduled Cape and Islands Bridge Coalition meeting will be in March of 2025. The next round of application acceptance for the Town of Barnstable opioid abatement grants closed on December 31st, 2024. The Town of Barnstable received 8 applications, and the committee will be meeting next week to review the process for reviewing these applications. The town committed to $200,000 to 4 organizations in mid-November. After awarding the $200,000 in the RISE round, we have $422,000 remaining. The grant round 2 will close on May 31st, 2025. The application is available in English, Portuguese, and Spanish on the town manager's website, and we provide the link to that, again, in this communication. Kate Maldonado will give a planning and development update. She is our senior planner from our planning and development department to provide updates on the local comprehensive plan and accessory dwelling units. I also wanted to let you all know that we have an open seat on on the Affordable Housing and Economic Development Trust Fund. And so we will be more broadly communicating that we have an open seat on that trust fund, and we will be taking applications for those who are interested. So more to come on that. That concludes my town manager update, and I thank you for listening.
Hello, Kate Maldonado, Senior Planner, Planning and Development. The Local Comprehensive Planning Committee is currently reviewing an initial draft of the complete Local Comprehensive Plan, which includes all efforts coordinated to date, including the existing conditions plan, with data and narrative for the town's natural, built, and community systems, the community vision, key issues and opportunities as organized by chapter topics, an initial draft of the action plan with location and topic-specific actions to be achieved over the next 10 or so years. The committee will discuss initial comments for the draft local comprehensive plan at their upcoming meeting to be held Thursday, January 23rd at 5:30 p.m. in person here at Town Hall within the hearing room. The committee will also discuss additional public comments received regarding the draft future land use map and will coordinate final edits. Upon coordination of committee comments, the draft local comprehensive plan will be made available to the public for review and comment. At this time, planning and development staff are estimating that the draft local comprehensive plan will be made available for public review by the end of February. A robust public outreach effort will be coordinated with the release of the draft plan to ensure that the community is informed of and engaged in this important effort to provide final comments for the town's local comprehensive plan. If you have any questions regarding this project, please coordinate myself, Kate Maldonado, Senior Planner, by email at caitlin.maldonado@town.barnstable.ma.us or by phone at 508-862-4791. To stay up to date on upcoming meetings and events and to learn more about how to get involved with the local comprehensive plan, please visit the project website, barnstablelcp.com. The Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities posted accessory dwelling unit draft regulations on December 20th. The ADU draft regulations are intended to provide clarity on the administration of the new ADU law that will go into effect on February 2nd. The state is requesting public comment regarding these new regulations. If you are interested in submitting public comments, please submit any written comments by this Friday, January 10th at 11:59 p.m. All comments must be submitted through the public comment form. A direct link to that public comment form is included in the town manager's communications. A hybrid public hearing with options for in-person and remote participation will take place on January 10th, 2025 between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Boston at 100 Cambridge Street on the second floor, or via Zoom for a virtual option, with a link that can be found on the state's webpage. Planning and development staff will monitor this hearing remotely. The state has an ADU website with more information on the ADU draft regulations, and direct link to the state's website is also included in the town manager's communications.